So the loop can be done with the conditional. It means there might be some conditions when you are doing the loop. The alternative can be using break, continue, or if you are doing like the cumulative or sentinel value, yeah, we can use those as the condition. So let's see one by one. When you are in the loop, you may break. Break means stop. So you may end the loop immediately as soon as the condition is satisfied. The break statement ends only the innermost loop. Or you already learned about the switch statement that contain the break. It means whenever you finish something and you do not want to continue, then stop. You can use the break. Break statements make loops more difficult to understand. So the break statement should use sparingly. So if you need to use this one, then you can use it. But if you don't need to use, then try to avoid to use this break statement. The continue statement is one of the conditional in the loop as well. It is different with the break statement. In the continue statement, it will end the current loop, but it will keep going until the last one. So it will begin the next one. It's also recommended to avoid this continue, okay, because it will introduce unneeded complications. So we do not know about what will happen if you use this one. However, I need to teach you this one in the case that you need to use this in your program. Okay. So let's see the example using the test break.java and the test continue.java. So in the Java, we already see there are many examples here. Last time I gave you some examples, and we have the test break, the Java, and then we have test continue, the Java. Let's see. Okay, before we have this example, it is a bit complicated. Let me just use this testing.java, and then let me use this example. Okay, let's use the easy example to understand the break, and then I will continue with the continue, and then we go to this example. By now, I hope that you understand what is the meaning by the for loop. This for loop means I would like to start from 1, and we will do the loop until 5 times, because the index will increase by 1 until it reaches 5. Now, we know that this will be a number from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There is one condition. If the index equal to 3, then break. It means when the index equal to 3, stop. If the index is not 3, then print the index. Okay. If you run this, the result will be 1 and 2. So after it is 1, it will check 1 equals to 3. No. Then print. And after we print, it will increase by 1. So 1 plus 1 becomes 2. So 2 is less than 5. Yes. Then it will check here. 2 equals to 3. No. Then it will go here. We will print 2. And then 2 plus plus. So it means now it is 3. 3 is less than equal to 5. Yes. Then it will check here. 3 equals to 3. Yes. Because it is true. Then we break. Break means stop. It means we will not continue the index until 5. We just finish until 3 and then we stop. Now, the continue, it has the same code, but we can change the break with continue. What happens if I change this with continue? If you run, you can see that the 4 and 5 also printed in the result. It means we will do the loop until 5. If we find the condition is true, just skip. Okay? You do not need to execute anything when the condition is true. So continue to the next action. The next action will be adding the index plus 1, and then the index will be again checked with condition. If the index after adding by 1 is still less than or equal to 5, go here. So 4 equals to 3? No. Then you will print. After this, you will add by 1 and then 5. 5 less than equal to 5? Yes, it is true. Then you will check again. 5 equal to 3? No. Then you print again. After you print, and then check again. Plus, plus. So index, this is 5 plus 1, then becomes 6. 6 is less than equal to 5? No. Then you will exit this loop and finish the program. Okay. So let's get back to this example. We have test break.java. In the test break.java, okay, let's see this one. You have the variable sum equals to 0, and you have the variable number equal to 0. While the number is less than 20, number plus plus. Okay. And then sum plus equal number. You know that this is sum equals to sum plus number. Okay, so we already know in this case, the old variable, okay, this will be the old variable, and this will be the new variable. What does it mean by the old variable? So this is the current variable. The current variable has a value, and then the value will be plus with number, and it will be the new value for the variable sum. Okay. And then after we know this sum, we will check if the summation is greater than or equal to 100, then breaks. So it means it will stop the operation. It will stop the loop. then we can see here, after the number equals to 14, the summation now it is more than 100. So what is the sum? The sum is 105. That's why it stops and finished. Okay. What happens if you change this to continue? Okay, the result will be different, but yeah, you can see. Now it increase, yeah, it increase until the number is 20. Why? Because every time we sum, the number will be greater than 100. So what does it mean by discontinue? No meaning. Okay. So yeah, you need to understand this one. Sometimes this make your program more complicated. So if you understand the concept of the break and continue, then you can use it. But if you do not understand well, maybe it's better to avoid this command. But it is good to know about this command in the case that you need to do something with this kind of condition. In the case of continue, okay, there is another example but continue. Now I have another example. If the sum equals to 0 and the number equals to 0, and when the number is less than 20, so the number will be added by 1. And if the number equals to 10, or the number equals to 11, continue. What does it mean in this case? We know that the number will be added by 1 until 19. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 19. If the number equals to 10 or the number equals to 11, then continue to the next loop. So you don't need to do this statement. You don't need to do the summation, but just continue to check the condition in the while. If the number is still less than 20, then yeah, you can do the loop until the number is greater than 20. Okay, hopefully you understand this condition. Now there is another alternative with the guess number. If you still remember the guess number, there is one example about the Java file. This is the guess number using break. If you go back to the other example, you will see the same, like this one, the math random. Okay, I think by now you understand the concept of math random, and then you know this is the input, and then guess the magic number. Now we have one condition here, while true. So in the previous example, I guess we have in the case number 02. Oh, no, not this one. Guess number. Okay. In the guess number, what is the condition? So the condition when the guess not equal to the number. So you need to define the condition. When it is true, you will keep looping. But now I change a little bit using break by giving the condition that it is always true. Okay. So the Boolean or the condition like this one, there might be two conditions, true or false. Okay. So the true condition is any true statement. For example, 2 is less than 3 is always true. 2 is less than 5. Yeah, it is true. Or you can write like this one, true. So it means it is always a loop until you find brick. Okay. So if you understand this kind of statement, you can write the code like this one. So while it is true, enter your guess. And then after you enter the guess, if the guess equal to the number, print. Yes, the number is this one, and then break. So it means stop. Because we want to stop when the user already guessed the number. But if it is still not the number, yeah, you will print whether the guess is too high or the guess is too low. And then return back to the while, it is still true. Until you get this condition satisfied. Okay, that's how to use the break. Now there are many problems that you can use the mathematical functions from Java. So there are some functions here like maximum, minimum, square root, power, ABS, it means the absolute, round, floor, and ceiling. Okay. So let's see one by one. Math is the function in Java. You can just use it, math, and then call the method. In this case, the method is max. So math is a class and max is a method. Let's see if I have the, let me just go to this testing. So I have system.out.println math.max. Okay. Let's say 5 and 7. Okay. Using this mathematical function, math function, I want to find what is the maximum between those two numbers. So 5 and 7, what is the maximum? Then it will show the maximum is 7. Okay. This mathematical function contains many methods like minimum, square root, power, absolute, round, floor, and ceil. Okay. There are more functions about this mathematical, but I guess you need to understand only the basic function for this one, like maximum, minimum, and those stuff in this table. Okay, I think I will stop here. So we will continue again the course on this Thursday.